Hey guys, welcome to Running on T 2011, Tuesdays with Javier. I haven't been making videos. I know that it's been like 3 weeks, I think. So today I'm going to be doing week 13, 14, and 15. So hopefully I can sum it all up in a short amount of time so I don't bore you guys to death. Things have been kind of busy for me. I've been going to summer school, so that takes up a lot of my time now. But there shouldn't be any excuses. I should be making videos every week, so I apologize for that. So 3 weeks ago, I think it was week 13, and the topic was all about tea. I take depot testosterone 0.5 milliliters, every week. I had the option to take it every other week, but I decided not to because I didn't want my levels to be all crazy and all over the place. Because I know it's like once you take once you take tea, your shot, it goes up, and then as the week progresses, it goes down. And I didn't want my charts to be all crazy, so I decided to go every week, even though I have to inject every week instead of every other week. I don't have a fear of needles, so that didn't play a role in that. Sorry, I have like bad hair right now. I need a haircut, and my facial hair is getting crazy. Whatever. Sorry. It's like midnight right now, so I need my sleep. I got school in the morning. So the depot testosterone I take, it's I don't know the difference between my testosterone and anyone else's, but it has pretty much the same effects as any other form of testosterone. But I'm guessing it could be talking about like the difference. I'm gonna say that I think I'd prefer injections than the cream or anything else offered because the changes come faster. I'm impatient, I know that, but I'm pretty happy with injections so far. Okay, week 14. This is the other one I didn't do. Male role models. Um, I don't really have an FTM role model because I don't like categorizing I don't like categorizing us different than just men. So, in general, I have like a few male role models that aren't in the FTM experience, I could say. I think my biggest role model was uh, a deacon at my church, my old church I used to go to. He was the guy that was just there for me. He taught me everything about God, and I just looked up to him so much. And he's the first person, besides like a therapist, that I told how I felt and what was going on. And he was really nice about it. He wasn't like, you're going to hell. He told me, he was like, maybe God made you that way so you wouldn't be, how would I say, you wouldn't be distracted by males, and you could live a life honoring God without, like, he pretty much said to just do what I thought God wanted me to do. And it just helped me so much because I thought no one would ever accept me, especially nobody in church and stuff, because to me God is really important, and people would always bring me down with religion. But after he told me that, I'm like, I can be, quote, religious and still be who I am and not feel like I'm going to be condemned for being who I am. So he's definitely my hugest role model, besides Jesus, of course, and God. Uh, that's the only person that really comes to mind, actually, when I think of role model. I think of him. Um, I can't really say my dad was a role model because I wasn't really attached to him as a child. But I don't have FTM role models because um, I don't know. I like having people that I know personally as my role models, but I do admire a lot of guys that have gone through the experience that I have. I just don't like think of them as my heroes or anything. Okay, and then this week is week um, 15, childhood. What was yours like? Average guy, average girl, a chaotic mess? Well, I had a very lonely childhood. My parents would always be working, so they weren't really around. I have two older brothers, but one had already moved out and the other one was never there. So my grandma would always take care of me, and she would take care of my cousins as well. So I pretty much was a bully to them, which I regret. I was the oldest one out of them. I was a bully. But in school, things were different because I was the one being bullied. Um, I wasn't weird or anything. That's what gets me. I'm like, why was I the outcast when I wasn't weird? I was just shunned by everyone. Nobody wanted to play with me. I guess they just sensed that I was different, and I would be just so alone at home and at school. I had no friends. Um, Recess consisted of me watching all the other kids have fun. Um, but when I was getting a little older, like 7 years old, I started hanging around with the guys, and I felt like I belonged. I could be myself. Um, my parents didn't like that, so they told the teacher to like keep me away from the guys and like put me with the girls, and they did, but it didn't work. I just didn't mesh well with them. But my parents say that I had a normal childhood, but they obviously didn't know what I was going through, and things could always be worse. So I should be happy with um, my life, and I am, because everything that happened brought me to the point where I am today. Um, I, gender wise, as a child, I was very androgynous, um, because I did not feel comfortable being like the girly girl. Um, but also, I didn't really wear a lot of guy clothes because I know my parents would disapprove, and if I told them how I felt, they would have rejected me, and that's the thing I've struggled my whole life with, is the rejection. So I learned from a very young age that I had to hide who I really was in order for me to be accepted by my parents. But I'm glad that I came out to them, told them the truth now, and that they're starting to accept me for who I am. But I wouldn't say my childhood was an average childhood of any guy or girl. I think my childhood molded me into being who I am today, and I wouldn't change anything at all that happened in my childhood, even though sometimes I think, oh, if I could just go back and beat up those kids, which I still think sometimes, today, but I mean, things happen for a reason. I truly believe that. I think that we all have a path that we are going to follow in life. We have choices, we have free will, but we have a destiny. So I'm glad for my childhood, even though I think I act like a child now. I'm 19 years old. I still act like a child. I think it's because I never really had a childhood. So, yeah. Like I said, things could always be worse. I think this is my longest video ever. 9 minutes, something, almost 10 minutes. So I'm just going to stop it here. I will try so hard to post a video next week when I'm supposed to, because I feel really bad about um, posting my videos on anyone else's day. I feel like it's a lack of respect. So I'm going to try my hardest to post mine on the days I'm supposed to. If you guys want to talk to me, have any questions about anything, I love talking to other guys and just like being there, if you need me, because I think I'm a pretty okay resource. So just send me a message and I'll get back to you really quick. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.